There are many mobile games here at Gamelab 2015, but a couple of them which caught our attention are eRepublik Labs, Super Block Jumper, and Age of Lords. So that's why we have here Alexis, Bonte. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for noticing us. We're very happy to be here and very excited because first of all, I mean, Super Block Jumper we launched last Thursday on Google Play and on the Apple. We got a worldwide featuring on Google Play, which is always nice for a small Spanish company like us. We also got the top developer badge from Google, which is a nice achievement, we think. And with Apple, we're very happy as well. We got wonderful support from them in Spain and Latin America. And actually the game, Super Block Jumper, right now is the #1 action game in Spain and doing extremely well in Brazil and other countries. So we're thrilled.
So talking about the gameplay, I mean, both games are really different. And this is colorful and cute, and this is dark and implies some strategy into it. So can you please describe each of them?
Yeah, of course. So this is really part of our strategy. So basically what we're doing is we're doing super casual games and strategy games. Okay, so the super casual games are aimed at a very wide audience. We want as many people as possible to play the game. So it's an extremely easy to play game. We give it very simple gameplay, but it's very difficult to master. Okay, so for example, with Super Block Jumper, we've got a game where all you have to do is get a character to jump from one block to the other block. But we have lots of characters, they're very funny, they're all different, and it's actually really difficult to jump from one block to another. I mean, most people can only score 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. The high score for a dog is 10 points, that's on Twitter, and somebody actually did 12 points with their foot. Okay, but we've got a very famous YouTuber who can get above 8 playing the game. So the idea is really for the game is 20 seconds loops, gameplay loops, and just to have a lot of fun. That's it.
You mentioned the characters. I mean, I see something like Mario right there, and Sonic, and Rambo. So how do you work on this? And Homer Simpson, and this kind of blocky, homemade characters?
Yeah, so we've gone for the Minecraft look that we know is very popular. We actually also have a lot of memes type characters. So for example, there's a very famous kind of forum here that's called Foro Coches, and they have like Mercadona Man, which is a man with his with a thing on his head. We have the man with a horse head. We have like really crazy things. Our idea with this sort of game is to really have fun and for people to have a bit of fun. I mean, if you want, I can show you the game so you can have an idea.
Just tell me a bit more about Age of Lords, because it's already launched, and the gameplay, how it works, and then please.
Of course. Sure. So Age of Lords is a very different type of game. This is a strategy game. So this is appealing for an audience that likes hardcore games on their mobile, that likes community games where you meet people, you interact with people, you do things with people and all that. So it's a game that's in the line of games such as Game of War, but it has a few fundamental differences. So one of the differences is we learned a lot the hard way with our previous game that was 3D and other stuff and all that, that loading times are very important. So for example, a game like Game of War will load in about 15, maybe 20 seconds or even 25 seconds depending on your device. This game, Age of Lords, will load in 5, maximum 10 seconds, even on iPhone 4 or a Android, 4, Samsung 4. So very efficient game. And then also we're a bit more generous in the gameplay and how we implement the free-to-play. We give you a lot more kind of, we make the life of the player easier. We're less aggressive. The gameplay rules are less aggressive as well. So it's a slightly different experience, and it's working extremely well. So we just broke into the top 100 games in the US. Yesterday I just found out we broke into the top 50 in Canada, and the game is now one of the top 100 grossing in most markets in the Google Play Store as well.
So cloud in the UK and the Nordic countries?
So actually this is a game that works particularly well, maybe it's because of the medieval team, in UK, Ireland, Nordic countries, US and Germany. That's the markets where it works the best. I guess we found a style that which is a realistic medieval style that players in that part of the world enjoy.
Now if you can please show us both games, quick play.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the easiest one to show and faster to show will be Super Block Jumper. So as you can see, we have a little fun with our logo each time we do a new game. So I don't know if it's worth putting the sound on, because the sound's quite funny as well. So and actually, I'm going to remove the Wi-Fi connection. Sorry, I'm going to remove any connection before. So it's very simple. So you have, I'm going to start with Sylvester. This is not Rambo, this is Sylvester. So you can see touch, hold, then release. That's all you have to do in the game. So very simple rules. So you touch, then you do a little jump. Now I'm going to touch a bit more. You do the little slightly jump. Oh! And I failed already. So let's try again. Then I'm going to try and jump to, oh! No. Okay. And then let's try again.
Can I try myself?
Yes, you can try, but it's at your own risk. Okay, go for it.
Okay, let's try.
Go for it. Well done. Ah! So you see, very hard even to do more than one. But then I'll give you a pro tip. Yeah. So you have lots of different characters, as you can see. Okay. And some characters are actually slightly easier to play with than others. Okay. So you have some characters a bit wider than others, all that. So every single one of these characters is a bit different. One of my favorite ones, which is not much easier than others, but I like it, is the chicken. I just like the chicken.
Flying is cheating.
No, but she doesn't fly. As you know, chickens don't fly. They just jump. And
just a bit.
And you see, oh, well, that's not too bad. So that's really the game. My best score, just so that people know, is 21. Okay, so I do okay in this game. So this is Super Block Jumper, and that's really the game. The fun thing is really like you have 1 minute to do something. You play a little game of Super Block Jumper, and then what you can do as well is you collect these coins here. So let me collect a few more coins. And when you collect the coins, you need 10 coins to basically. Oh, I think I'm going to do well here. Let's try. Let's get 2 more coins, and we'll be ready. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I'm doing well. 6. Ah. Okay, 1 more coin, and we'll get another character.
So I guess that's the monetization model you're using for. I mean, it's obviously a free-to-play game, but then people can unlock more characters.
So for example, here I can get a character for free because I just got 10 coins. It's very easy to get characters. We have lots of characters, but you can't choose the one you want. So it's a kind of a little catch-up mechanic. So let's see what character I got. I hope it's a new one. Yes, I got the policeman. So now I can play with the policeman. Or if I'm not patient and I just want to buy a character, let's say the one I really wanted is, let's say, I don't know, Sanic, which is here. You know, I don't wait to see if I'm going to get it. I just.
What's the name for Sanic? The Hedgehog?
No, this is Sanic. This is actually a very famous. It's not Sonic. It's Sanic. No, it's Sanic, and it's actually a very famous meme character in forum culture. So that's the game.
And then let's try Age of Lords. How does it play?
So now we're going to try Age of Lords. Actually, for Age of Lords, I do need a connection. Sorry, oops. You're going to be okay with time? Yeah, okay. So let's try Age of Lords. So here you go. We go for a slightly more serious look because it's a strategy game. So you can see how quickly the game is loading here, for example. So that's it. It's already loaded. So you compare that with a Game of War or any of those type of games, it's 3 to 4 times faster. And then basically here, it's a game where you have your castle, which is within a realm. Today there's 8 kingdoms in the game. So here I'm in one of the kingdoms, and you can see basically what's around you here. And you can see all these other castles are real players, okay, who have their own castles. And then you also have monsters in the castle. In the kingdom that you can go and attack for prizes and all that. So inside your castle, you basically have a lot of things. You have a city, and then you have troops that you can heal. You can basically build things, you can produce things, upgrade, you can train your troops. You have lots of different troops of lots of different levels. And then you can basically send your troops to either go and get resources. So right now I'm missing food, so I need to find some food. Here's some food. So I'm going to go and send these guys to start gathering some food. So I'm going to do that. You can also, for example, let's say, this is an interesting enemy. Let's find if I could attack him. So you can research some scouts, and I can send a scout here that's going to find out information about this enemy. So there, and now I get a report. So he's come back, so I'm going to check my report. and it's going to tell me basically I can look at how much resources I have. That looks like, oh, he's got a lot of money. I could go and send my troops to steal. I can see that all these troops have been injured, so now is the moment to go raid the city. And so you can do that sort of stuff. There's also a very, very active community, so I'm in an alliance. So you can see basically all the chats that are happening I'm in the French alliance, so you can see everything they're saying. Hey, let's go and attack this guy. I need resources, I need that, or whatever. Or there's also a kingdom side chat where I can just go to other alliances and say, hey, you'll never beat us. So I could speak for hours and hours about this game, but we don't have hours and hours but there's really a lot of things that you can do. One last thing I could show, it's interesting, there's a small RPG element to it, where basically you have your own character and lord, and he has his own skill tree. And you can basically assign skills to your character that are going to help your troops and your city and all that. So this is a very complex game. This is a year and a half of work. But this game's doing extremely well. Age of Lords, very well.
Two really different games, two really interesting games that really caught our attention during Gamelab. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much for your time.